All right, what's up? Oh my God. You can't play these cards. That's not allowed. Welcome to Timeless. New format on Arena. Everything's legal, basically. This is going to be very, very close to Legacy on Arena. Fetch Land just came out in Khans of Tarkir. And right now, there's going to be a restricted list, no ban list. The only restricted cards are Demonic Tutor, Channel, and I forgot the last one. There's 3. And otherwise, everything else is legal. So Oko, Teferi, the right Minkskin Boo, Sword Splashes, Brainstorm. And this deck, almost half the cards are banned. Deathbite Shaman, Brainstorm, Sword Splashes, Once Upon a Time, Teferi, Oko, Uro, and this Minkskin Boo are all not on the historic format. So that's pretty insane, right? So we're playing a bunch of good cards here. Fetch Land Mana Base, the Triomes, make the binding good. We got freaking Swords of Plowshares, Deathrite Shaman, not even legal with Legacy, and Halfling for some good mana stuff. You know what these cards do? Some of the best cards in Magic. Here it is. Let's just play the game and see how it goes. Brought to you by Elgato. Happy to announce I'm getting re-upped as an Elgato partner for 2024, which I'm super happy of. I freaking love their stuff. That's how I do this. Lights. Trying out. I want to get the new. I have the face cam. I want to get the new face cam Pro. I want to get the prompter also. A bunch of awesome tech for your streams or for your computer. Just a bomb, honestly. Check them out, Elgato. Very, very proud Elgato partner. That's my face cam right there. Use the link in the description of the chat. I'm also gonna have a new thing next year where I'm gonna have like I'm gonna get a cut of the sales too for the link as well. That's not happening yet, but check it out. Elgato.com. Elgato partner. I'm proud of it. Chat coming out with me. Let's freaking go. All right. So we got Fetch Land, and I would say this is a mulligan. Honestly, we're on the play. We have 4 removal spells and a Spell Pierce, and then no action. I'm just gonna mulligan. Mulligan this into a better hand. Not a great hand. Spell Pierce plays probably dump Minkskin Boom. Spreading Seas also banned, but legal and timeless, so it's an important one. This is going to be a lot more like Modern or Legacy than it is going to be Historic. Again, I love Historic. I'm currently the mayor of Historic, my favorite format in Arena, and this is definitely not Historic, which I'm glad about. I think it's obviously good to have Fetch Lands banned in Historic and legal in this new format, so you can have 2 different ways to play Magic in Arena, which I love. You can play your crazy Legacy Modern kind of format, kind of paper adjacent, or you can play Historic, which I think is one of the best formats in Magic right now. Historic going to be more of a Brewer's Paradise. Timeless going to be more of like a, for the Modern lovers in the world. What the hell's happening?
Waka waka.
Remember, folks, great time with that follow button on Twitch, especially on YouTube. Hit the like button. If you want to see more Timeless content, let me know. All right, I'm going to do some more Timeless content. It should be a lot of fun. But hit the like button. Support the channel. Holiday cards are out. If you're a Twitch sub or YouTube member, $5 a month. Holiday card every year with a free signed Jim Davis token and the new Cassian map token, which is freaking awesome. So let's go. Spell Pierce up. They finally showed up. Maybe they'll be able to time out, though. Who knows? All right, back on pause. They're here. Bloodstained Mire, sure. All right, let's get our Triome. Man, this is weird. Seeing Fetch Lands in Arena is so weird. I feel like Fetch Lands have been like the divide between the online Arena formats and the paper formats. Has been bam. Fetch Lands. Oh my God. What the hell is happening? You gonna stifle me? Stifle is legal, but here's Spar's headquarters. And fetches were needed. I strongly disagree. They were needed, but I agree it's fun to have them in a format. I think having different things to do is great, All right, so we have Spell Pierce up and Binding. Teferi next turn or Uro. Probably the servers have been a little iffy today.
We have technology.
All right, they've timed out to their turn. I apologize for this, obviously. Great time to go follow me on Instagram, though. Great time if you're a sub to go fill out the holiday card form. Follow me on TikTok. We got fun things going on over there. My new assistant is getting all settled in. So if you haven't seen the old TikTok, here it is.
First rule MTG Finance, never sell anything.
Check it out. Up, up, up. Play a land. Say go. Alright, untap. Brainstorm. I mean, Rocket Fetch. Fiend's Tower. I guess we're going to Teferi. I mean, like, we could just Uro. Could have also just, like, play a land and just said go and just been Brainstorm end step. But I don't know what they're doing, honestly, so. I'm going to have a blue or green land for Uro, I think. So, second white, probably. Temple Garden, kind of the blue. Let's get Hollow Fountain, I guess. I don't need Shock here, but I'll just play Teferi and see what happens. Opponent's taking so long that I can't even think about playing correctly here. So, Bloodstained Mire. Teferi resolves. I think we're going to plus it. Plus Teferi and Sega. It's funny, he's back in the early days of Arena. Teferi was in every standard deck, so we're totally used to playing Teferi. Opponent's really into the timeless part of it. Here's end step Watery Grave. Lorien revealed. Sure. Yes, every card in Timeless is unnerfed as well. There's only paper versions of cards, which is great. It is the digital cards also, but no nerfed paper cards. I'm sorry, folks. Need a breeding pool?
I've got time.
Yes, this is the kind of match that I would edit out of my YouTube videos. Because it's obviously miserable as hell to watch. I apologize. We're not really currently at the editing stage, so just gotta power through and just look at my smiling face. And it'll all be okay. Here's a Brainstorm, sure. Main phase Brainstorm. Then get the Alchemy cards strong to see play here. A few of them. But here's Flood Strand. Gonna crack Strand, sure. Do I think Vintage will make it into my content rotation a lot? I haven't played Vintage like ever. Like basically. These Bowmasters, sure. So Timeless. Yeah, Timeless is pretty fun, so. Alright, so we're just gonna Nicole's stealing my wallet. Right. Don't really have a great answer to Bowmasters in this deck, honestly. They're just binding it. Just binding it, and we'll just bounce this, draw a card, and kind of go from there. Bowmasters seems pretty busted in this format, obviously. This is the Brainstorm format, so like having to binding a Bowmasters feels awful, but this is what it is. It's minus and draw off here. Draw planes, cool, and I just Uro also. We just Uro, or we could just Halfling and leave up Spell Pierce, which seems kind of unnecessary, so yeah, sure, it's Uro. We draw a land, we can also just brainstorm, we can brainstorm Spell Pierce also, so. Gain 3, we draw Swords of Plowshares, sure. Drawing planes naturally a little awkward for Uro, but we'll get there. They play their own Teferi, sure.
I know my responsibility.
A little annoying, but really not that bad, honestly. Oh, they're going to bounce the Binding and kill my Teferi. That's kind of cute. So, nick that. And we're going to untap and see what we draw. It feels like it might be completely wrong to not play Bowmaster in any deck in this format, because the card's just way too good. Like, it's already so good, even without Brainstorm being a card, but. Oh, we draw Minkskin Boo. Oh, okay. That's a card. I think we just rock this. Just make the token, attack the Teferi, make a 4/4. Yeah, I'm in. Hamster time. Yeah, and they're gonna. I imagine they're gonna be pretty aggressive as far as like, banning. Oh, sorry, they're not gonna ban cards. They're only gonna restrict cards. So, I imagine they're pretty aggro about it. Early on, just like letting everyone play with everything kind of unbanned for now, but yeah, this card's like just pretty ridiculous. So this kills our Minx. We still have a 4/4 though, which is great.
Heads off, you stinking punk.
So they attack our Minkskin Boo. We've got.
What?
We're a card short on Uro right now. Unfortunately, this Plains is screwing up that Uro plan, but one freaking hamster. Wrong button.
Oh my
We'll see. Yeah, they haven't exactly done a great job of cultivating formats overall, but all right, let's triumphs they go. Definitely have a counterspell here. I want to start with Brainstorm. We don't have a fetch line though; it's kind of bad, but I guess we could just also hit it once upon a time too, right? Let's start Brainstorm. Actually, no. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. There are Bowmasters in play. Hi, I'm Jim. Welcome to the stream. So no Brainstorms for us. I mean, we're probably going to binding both these freaking stupid things, right? We have Swords Plowshares also. Kind of sucks, but yeah, I guess we could just like Swords, Binding, Brainstorm. Let's attack first. Yeah, that would have been a pretty bad Brainstorm. As we attack with these, like having to Swords to Plowshares is 1/1 that already killed a thing and made a 1/1 is like just so unbelievably bad. But attack for 4. All right, here's Swords Plowshares. We have a Spell Pierce too, so they're trying to muck things up. Here's a Brainstorm in response. We could Spell Pierce to ruin their fetch land. It's not worth it though. That's fun. Is there any good, clean answer to Bowmaster with no Ren in these Omnath colors? Stern Scolding is a good card, yeah. That's definitely probably a reasonable card. Scolding counters most of the good threats, too. Madman Reset, thanks so much. Ish Reset, thanks so much. Again, Lightning Bolt is not a good answer, because the thing is that, like, they still get a token and kill your thing, so. Pocket Fetch, sure. Electrolyze is on Arena. Honestly, that might not be that bad actually. Although they still get a trigger though, right? Because the Electrolyze resolves and the creature hasn't died yet. So, yeah, Stern Scolding feels like probably one of the best answers. Tiebinder dunks on it. Not really. It's a 3-mana reactive card you must play in response exactly to their Bowmasters. It's not exactly a dunk. It's like a, you know, will line up well possibly sometimes. I think we're looking for good answers, not like Lightning Bolt. They're 1/1 that already did a bunch of stuff, you know. So maybe a Spell Pierce here. We good for us? Actual counterspell. So I'm gonna burn the Pierce, I think, and we'll just cast Binding in the Halfling. So let's Spell Pierce the counterspell. And then I'm sorry, we're gonna Brainstorm. So let's Binding here, and then we'll Brainstorm. And try and find a. Oh no, we can't. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm binding this. We can't Halfling. Yeah, I'm gonna Brainstorm. Trying to draw a fetch land. We did not. That's mega awkward, obviously. So put back both Halflings and just say go. We have Teferi and Halfling next turn, or Teferi and Binding, which is pretty good. So just do this. No fetch land. Stinks a little bit. Brainstorm locked is a stretch. Our hand, you know, we're still doing pretty good here, obviously. So up the Beanstalk. Draw a card. Karvik the Spiteful. It's black, you know. Cool card, but shock, attack for 2. Alright, so yeah, no Fury, no Solitude, no Force of Will. Definitely not as exciting. They're going to main phase a Memory Deluge. Opponent's a Psycho. Alright, sure. We just play Teferi, bounce this thing, attack for 4, play Halflings, I go. Everything's legal, folks.
You'll thank me later. Oh, I've done hero things before.
Just like. So we have an uncounterable Uro next turn. We have Teferi in play. We have a 4/4. They're at 4. Binding Beans. No. It's not. If they don't want to draw a card, go nuts, you know? Shock in the Fountain. Go to 2. Cast Supreme Verdict. Sure. Play Bowmasters. Get the idea. Third Bowmasters is here. Alright, that was a perfect draw. So now I get to bind in the Bowmasters and play Uro. Just got Forest. Forest. Play Binding. I mean, Binding Bowmasters is just so crappy. Alright, let's go. We have no recursion at all, right? There's no Ren and 6. There's no... I don't think it matters at all what we take here, honestly. Here's Uro. Back in the days of animations. Oh, Deathrite. There's a million. They have a million lands too, so. We have Gigantha too, so we can just go like buy halfling if they were like binding this. We have our own binding too, so. Alright, so they are going to Teferi, I guess bounce Uro, because they're freaking already at 2. And then we'll just like play Uro again and play some halflings, I suppose. And we're in the Power 9. I don't know, honestly. Again, I think that like the problem with Power 9 is that like it just makes it so much of your deck is already done before you even start building your deck. So like I almost think they should make the decks bigger. It's kind of a weird... I don't know if people would, like, riot against that, because Magic players are so freaking, like, pearl clutchy. But as far as, like, wanting to play with all the fun cards, but, like, not wanting your deck to be all the same thing, like... What do you think? All right? Keep or mulligan? So keep obviously means... Oh, we're probably dead here. Keep or mulligan? They should make this format 120 cards and introduce the Power 9. Keep or mulligan? $120 is crazy. That's what I mean. Magic players are so freaking pearl clutchy, you know? Sounds terrible. No. Yeah, I think that would actually be a lot of fun, but Magic players probably would never buy it. So Magic players are too afraid of change. So they have Bowmasters, a 2/2. We have Binding. Gotta hit this wreck, I think. I mean, they're gonna get a damage and a pump off their thing, which is like fine. So 80, but like, see, I want to say 100, but everyone's like Commander or whatever. So like maybe 100 is just correct, but all right. So put a Temple Garden into play. I'm gonna pay the 2 life. Would you Besage you also? It's kind of gas. The thing is that like, if you're gonna add restricted power to the format, the person who draws Lotus or Recall is gonna be advantaged anyway. So like, it's just like whatever, you know, like it is what it is. Alright, so Bowmaster, deal 1 to me. Grow their thingy. It's fine. We kill the Reclamation. We're still in, like, some trouble here, but... It's a jump block. It's fine. We're gonna... Do we Besage you? I want to play both Halflings, honestly, because there's a 2. And then I want to Besage you the Reclamation. And have both bindings up. Alright, so we're going to say go. We're not going to buy Gigantha. Upkeep. Oh, I'm so freaking stupid. It's fairy in play. Right, I can't. I'm not buying it. I should have bought this. I'm dumb. I'm just an idiot. I haven't played Safari in a long time, right, folks? Cards are banned forever. I don't play Modern anymore. Getting passive punked. I can Besage, but I can't play these. I should watch Gigantha. Alright, next fate's obviously mega rude. Yeah. Might just be dead here. Could have binded the Beanstalk on our turn also, but alright, let's just kill this. And then we'll F6, I guess. This is what I see. It's like I think people are very excited about Timeless. Once the luster wears off and you recognize it just next to fade all over again. You know, but we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, it's fun for now. All right, so Beanstalk, draw a card. Here's next to fade. Don't miss next to fade. That's for damn sure. One of the more miserable cards ever designed. All right, so they end the turn. They have 4, 8, 9 mana. Plus. Plus, all right, you can't play Next to Fate and be slow as shit, all right? It's not,
Don't worry.
those things shouldn't be allowed. Their timer's already on 14. Great. Sorry, YouTube folks. Listen, if you want me to hire an editor, like the video. If the channel grows and I can afford it, I'll hire an editor and I'll do more editing on YouTube. But for now, this is what we get, unfortunately. I can live edit a little bit, but I can't, you know, turn to turn this bullshit. So, it is game 1, yeah. I agree. I think having a total degen format is fun. So I do agree that, like, it's a good thing in a way. You know, it's definitely cool. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just spitballing ideas. You know, maybe the 120 card idea is too crazy. I think that's a way to introduce power, so you can play with the power, but not have it so like your deck is only 10 cards basically. The problem with Vintage is that, like, you know, once you've added 10 power cards, you know, Mox Opal, Brainstorm, Force of Will, like whatever, and your lands, you're at like 15 cards left that are actually like unique to your deck, you know? So like, just not as fun. How do you play mana conflicts in their Wilder's Wreck deck? That's insane. That's absurd. Yeah, Tinker, yada yada yada. Alright, so upkeep something here. They're going to fragment reality my thingy and give me a Deathrite Shaman? Nope. Halfling. Okay. I mean, I'm going to try and kill them, I think. I'm going to bind his Bowmasters. Try and kill them. Yes, opponent misunderstood. Timeless and no timer. Counterspell. Now you're dead. After all that... Now you're dead. All right? Are you happy? Are you happy with what you've done? You're dead on board anyway, so. Let's go, halflings.
Tomatoes, sausages, nice crispy bacon.
All right, game 1. So, Nexus of Fate. We're going to want Veil of Summer, Mystical Dispute, Stern Scolding, maybe Spell Pierce. I would say we cut the Minkskin Booze. Swords of Plowshares don't seem great. Most is Bowmaster, right? So, Call of Swords. That was our first game of Timeless ever, I know, right? Veil of Summer. The Stern Scolding, Spell Pierce. I guess Scolding only counters Bowmaster, right? That's bad. Never mind. We cut Brainstorm? I don't think so. Like, it seems kind of crazy, right? Is reality better than... Nah, if I reality an enchantment, they just get a freaking Bowmaster. Yugi reset, thanks so much. Maza reset, thanks so much. Maybe we cut Brainstorm? Sure, we'll cut Brainstorm. Leave these in. Change the equation. And let's leave in 2 swords. Let's try this. Boo's pretty good, yeah. That hamster did a lot of damage this game. So, Poe's gonna play a card that adds 5 minutes to their timer. I know, right? I've already discussed everything fun to discuss. So, all right. See if we win or our opponent clocks. Whatever happens first. Show off the uncut sheet. It's already back in the box. So, I want an uncut sheet of Lost Caverns, Vixlon, Mythics, and Foil Mythics and Rares from winning Twitch Rivals. If you missed Twitch Rivals, I won. Go watch it on YouTube. Spellpierce Swords. Pretty bad hand, honestly. Yeah, we're gonna look at this. Haven't drawn the Deathrite Shaman yet. Rivals was like standard-esque. Sure, let's keep this. I'm gonna ship a Deathrite Shaman. Better. So we can Deathrite on one. So I want to get Temple Guard into Triome, probably, right? That was the plan initially, so... Why would they make Historic without Alchemy cards? Historic is the home for Alchemy cards, for sure. You know, that's like what the... What's the deal is. Alright, so here's Deathrite Shaman.
Yeah.
Opponent!
Why won't you die?
Raphine's Tower. Alright, crack the fetch. They got a binding. That's fine. We have to play Halfling and then hold up our fetch land for our Triome. And Spellpierce. If necessary. Are they playing on a Nintendo Switch on the moon? Maybe. That'd be kind of cool. I'd honestly respect that, you know. Breeding Pool to Fairy. No Uro. Sure, that's fun. No Neb, I also think Triomes are inherently miserable cards. I don't enjoy fetch land Triome mana bases at all. That's why I played Modern, really. Like, they're their own thing, whatever, but... Alright, so we're going to fetch up our Triome. And we want to get our Xander's Lounge, right? So you have all of our colors. Play Oko. Gonna make a foodie. And just say go. We have binding for their binding if they try and bind to the Oko. Oh, Oko. Man, look at those abs. Alright, jeez. Fetch lands have made my games 1.25 times slower. They're better online, right? Because you can't, online, obviously, there's no shuffling, but... Alright, well, we have reactive cards and a threat, so... Let's elk it up here. Yeah, I'm sure. Give me an elk. And,
Surely you see the humor here.
Deadbeat Fairy Dad? Oh, this is Kellen's dad, right? Damn, dude. Alright, so say go. We got all mana. They have a Bowmasters. That is fine. Gonna dink me, not the Oko. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just really, really hard for any format that has fetch lands and triomes to not just become a binding good stuff 4-color format, you know? Oko is literal daddy. Plains. Wilderness Reclamation. I can't spell pierce this. I can't dispute this. I have binding, I guess. Kind of sucks, but sure. Wait. Alright, good. Second main. Counterspell. We spell pierce back. Spell pierce or dispute? I think it's spell pierce. Dispute has more applications as the game goes on, so. Do love me a spell pierce, that's for sure. Alright, let's hit this thing. They have one card left. They also have an Uro. They're like almost there on Uro. Can't cast much here, unfortunately. We probably just make a food. Yeah, I don't want to elk this Opus Bowmasters, I don't think, so. Just attack. They are all elks, I suppose. We can't steal Uro, right? Yeah, that's true. Alright, so make it food. How is this thing +2? Like, it's... This card's like the biggest joke of all time. Like, it just like... It's like some like little kid got in the computer file and just like changed all the numbers to be stupid. It should obviously be +1, -1, but it's just like +2, -1 for some reason. Here's a Nexus of Fate. This is fine. Yeah, whatever. They have no board presence and no cards in hand, so sure, go nuts. Take an extra turn and see if I care. Whatever. Could steal Bowmasters? He could. Play land? Yeah, what are you gonna do? Like, you know. Fetch, play Uro. I just steal the Uro. It was a prank.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
What a prankster. I think Oko is a really fun, interesting planeswalker at +1, -1. But can't steal Uro? Why not? Change control target artifact or creature you control. Target creature and opponent controls. Oh, power, not mana value. I'm sorry, I misread it. I thought it was mana value. I also have played with Oko for a long time either, so I should have swords this before they drew a card, but whatever. So we'll swords to Uro, steal the Bowmasters. It's gone. Now let's untap. Do Stomping Grounds, pretty cool too. Let's attack. That's also uncounterable. Man, it's crazy. Alright, gonna block. Give me the old Swapperoo. You for you.
I assure you I deal.
Potion. Nah, this is good, never mind. Omnath. Draw a card. Alright, you're up, friend. Up the Beanstalk. I can imagine them having some sort of like insane chain of like Wilderness Wreck into Nexus, into like, you know, winning, but I think we're pretty ahead here, obviously, so. Why even bother playing Bowmaster? You steal it from your opponent. Brainstorm. Uh-oh. Go get him, buddy.
That's it.
I mean, if they need a rat, they need a wrath, right? So, doesn't change much. Pew, pew, pew. Alright, they found it. I mean, pretty lucky, but sure. So we're going to just Oko thingy, make an Uro. But we can have it lose this game now. That was pretty gross. They found the one they were looking for. We get to Uro, I suppose. And we'll put in the land. Make a food. Say go. We have Dispute and Swords up.
Famished.
Brainstorm again. Sure. A little better this time. Emrakul 15. We do have Sneak Attack. Here's Fairy Time Raveler. Alright, so... I mean, disputing this doesn't really do anything, I guess. Alright, this is fine, I guess. This kind of sucks. They could bounce the Binding and have Reclamation. So if their last card's next to they would probably just lose here. What's up, hardcore Yugi? They're gonna bounce their, so they want to bounce their Binding, then Binding my Binding. Sure. I get Shaman back. All right. Yeah, now we have a chance to kill the fairy, maybe. With our elk. We'll see what happens, though. Milkman says, not gonna lie, format doesn't seem very appealing to you. I agree. It's definitely for some folks, not for others, you know? This is Timeless, folks. The new format on Arena. It's basically just vintage. They're going to binding my Oka. That makes sense. So, sure.
You're too close-minded.
And a reclamation, too. Oh, man. All right. Well, if that last card's really good, we're in big trouble, but... Alright, doesn't seem good, so I didn't do anything with it. We're just going to attack this Teferi and hope it's good. Oh, there we go. Okay.
This is hardly my worst.
Alright. Uro, removing creatures. Need a spell, I guess, for Deathrite Shaman. See, we gave him the food, so we keep getting priority and timeout. That was the plan. Grab a Seiju. No. I'll put that, leave that in my hand, thank you very much. Well, now I'm just gonna freaking kill this binding and get my Oko back, right? Is it more important to kill binding or Wilderness Wreck? That's an interesting question. Like, Oko isn't that important right now, whereas Wreck could actually win the game. I just think outright. It's not worth it for one food, so. Don't mind testing for the RC? You're watching it right now. I know deck I'm playing, I play a little bit with it. Just gonna have fun. Beanstalk number 2. Wreck is doing nothing right now, but we'll win the game for them on the spot if they find a Memory Deluge or a Nexus. So that's pretty crazy. Alright, sure. Yeah, alright, Wreck must die. Absolutely. Take back what I said, kill the Wreck. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Who's in charge?
Up the Beanstalk number 3. Sure. And a binding. That's also pretty good. Sure. I think we've lost the game, folks. Let's kill a Wreck, but they're at 11. Don't see how we can win, actually. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm so dumb. I just like... They needed to target this before I chose to do that. I'm just gonna... Yeah, alright. So, I'm an idiot. I gave him the option to hit my binding instead. Yeah, I'm just dumb. That's on me, folks. My bad. And now they're going infinite. Do we go to game 3 or let them clock? What do you think? At this point, we're in for a penny and for a pound, right? We're totally tapped out. We should just sit here. Clock, 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 clock. Chat's getting so sweaty. Chat's so sweaty. Fire at the fetch sound. The chat gets super sweaty. Yeah, whatever. They're playing. I mean, like, it probably takes just as long to win game 3 as it would for the timeout. So, Earl's a clock, actually. Now they're going to play super fast, obviously. So, guitar solo time. I was learning the Gruder Valley theme. It was on YouTube. Me and Cassie were watching it. I grabbed my guitar, tried to learn it. Sort of learned it a little bit. Anyone? Top Hat Matt, what's up? Sorta. I'm still learning it. All right, I'm still learning it. I tried to learn it with Cassian. Oh, they're gonna kill us. They got us. Now they're playing lightning fast. Obviously, they waste our entire first game, but. All right, let's kill them in game 3. I'll practice it. I'll practice it, right? I just learned it. So, yeah, whatever. Just go to game 3. They're never going to win in 3 minutes, so. Can't possibly win. We have like 25 minutes in our clock or something. I don't know. I'm going to guess we have 17 minutes left. I'm going to guess 17 minutes. We've got, first of all, snap keep. 16 and a half. Good guess. Good guess. How good is Once Upon a Time? Do you want 4? You gotta understand, in the really, really high-powered formats, there are diminishing returns to, we're gonna turn to Oko, right? Let's turn to Uncountable Oko. I like that. So there are diminishing returns to the really powerful cards. The second copy of Once Upon a Time or Oko is not nearly as good as the first. You're playing Brainstorms, all this card smoothing, so. Mana Confluence, sure. Alright, so Veil of Summer? Do we double Deathrite or Deathrite and just get a Triome? I think it's Deathrite Triome. Just say go. We gotta get a Bant Triome, I suppose. Other option is the Grixis Triome, which doesn't count against binding, so. Alright, so crack the fetch. Let's get our Bant Triome. Tap and draw Delighted Halfling. So we can just go. I want to get Verdicted also, I guess. So just play Halfling. I want to have Veil for my Oko or my... I just play all 3. Just say go. Can't actually use the Shaman either. Yeah, just attack for 1. Sure, whatever. Attack for 1. Deathrite Shaman, broken card, so 1/2 attacks for 1. Say go. They crack fetch. Very surprised with playing Mana Confluence, which just seems abhorrent to me. Could have cast Oko into their counterspell, not a good idea. We're just going to wait till we have Halfling or Veil of Summer. There's no rush here. Alright, so, yeah, there we go. And we draw another land also, which is cool. So, this can't get Grixis Tribe, unfortunately. But, is what it is. Opponent has 2 minutes? Yeah. Opponent has 2 minutes. You're correct. Uncountable Oko. And we're just gonna make it food. We could have like Elk the Shaman and get super aggro. It seems unnecessary, so they're gonna cast a binding. That is going to resolve, I guess. Sure. Alright, so sure. And then we have no black untapped lands, so we're just gonna attack, I guess. And again, we're not gonna play our other Shaman for a Verdict. Timeless is interesting. It is what it is, you know, like I don't love some of the play patterns that are similar to Modern. But it's new, it's fun. Here's a Wilderness Reclamation. That's a problem also. I can't binding for 1 right now. I guess I punted. I should have left Shaman back for mana as like a binding. Yeah. I guess it sucks. Whatever, sure. Now they have a full untap. But alright, so let's get a red. So binding costs 2. They get to untap, unfortunately. We draw Omnath, it's kinda guess. By Omnath then I can't binding. You can't count. Yeah, whatever. They have a minute and a half because you can't freaking lose. So it's just like uncountable Omnath. Cast Bowmasters. Sure. You got me. Drawing a fetch land would be pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. They have a second Bowmasters? That would suck. Oh, that's 2. Never mind. Or whatever, sure. Draw Spell Pierce. Kind of cute. And we'll just say go. Could have Veiled, but we're gonna Brainstorm. We could Spell Pierce this Brainstorm. I don't think we want to. They have no fetch land currently, and like I think countering a Nexus of Fate or something else like that might seem to be more important, or a Deluge. Again, somewhat Mook is like they just have a minute left, so it's just sort of like, yeah, what are you gonna do? But all right, let's play a land. There's an they're playing their own Oko. I can't Spell Pierce that one. That's fine, I guess. They try and Elk my Omnath. I can Veil of Summer, which I probably will. Oh, that's pretty sick, actually. Oko, oh, that's gross. Oko plus army tokens is insane. That's really good. All right, it's cute. So no blocks. Untap your lands. They have Nexus of Fate here. We're gonna Spell Pierce it as planned. Sorry, friend. I have to like do this first. Is Death by Shaman not a mana ability? Alright, so blue. Alright, get out of here.
Get off my plane.
39 seconds left. No Sword to Plowshares. That makes life pretty easy. Alright, we just swords this. Oko's on 5. We attack and kill Oko. And we'll just freaking like... I don't need mana for binding now. Eh, whatever. Let's play Shaman as they go. Oh, yeah, we kind of can't lose, so... Memory Deluge is fine. I'm going to play Draft for Cons. I'm going to do a Rush to Mythic #1 on January 1st. Not going to do a full Bronze Mythic for it, but... Alright, so no attacks. We draw Uro. 2 lands, no lands. I mean, like... I can't even flash this back. Could they float a mana and flash this back? Probably, right? Should I fucking say go? Like, I'll cast this, whatever. Cast Uro. Just like, it is like 19 seconds, 18 seconds. Counterspell, Veil of Summer. Green. Deathrite Shaman's ridiculous. Like, you like forget how good Deathrite Shaman is. It's just not legal in actual anything. Deathrite Shaman is so preposterous. There's a fetch land too. All the lands too. Oh my god. Oh, we're doing it. Oh boy. All the triggers. The full Omnath Monty. Get, I don't know, just a land. Whatever. Get 5 mana. We have a white. Deal some damage. Cast Binding. Buy Gigantha. Right? Can I play Uro? I can play Uro actually. Holy shit. Alright, the Binding. Target Reclamation. Make it green. Make it blue. Cast Uro. See if we can kill them before they can time out. Alright, we're gonna hold this for our next turn. There's no reason to play it yet because we won't get any triggers, so just like go. Once they get restricted first, I would say Bowmaster or Death Shaman are both pretty high on the list. Here's a Teferi. They're at 8 seconds. Countdown. 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Best turn. Is that doing anything? How they like perfectly pass everything? 1. Happy New Year. Yes, Brainstorm. All right. Well, I want to give y'all a hint. If y'all are here, you stay through an entire game, you're a goddamn MVP, all right? You're a real MVP. Almost an hour-long game. Just preposterous. All right, we're playing another match. Hopefully we can do a little better than that game, huh? Right? That was a little long, but let's keep this. Hand's okay. Mountain Ragavan, love it. All right, so we're gonna go Temple Garden, which is our plan. Temple Garden, Xander's Lounge, like it. So we can go Land, Garden, Shock, Bind, Swords. And pay 2. Source of Plowshares. Hopefully they're playing Burn, and not just like some, you know, multi-card pile or whatever. I gotta wear a Blood Moon, actually. Maybe not, actually. Alright, never mind. So, yeah, I'll just play this. They Blood Moon me, but, like, I guess you got me. But here's a Brainstorm, sure. They have the Brainstorm sleeve. It's fun. Alright, thankfully no Fetch Island play Blood Moon, but alright, so we're just gonna binding this. Yeah, folks in Arena need some lessons in brainstorming and fetch lands and stuff. Obviously it's all pretty new to them, so. Alright, I'm gonna get a plane. Actually, I don't wanna get planes with an Oooo. I don't like to play Blood Moon, so I think we just shock Oooo. The way you do counter Oooo, like go nuts. We'll put in a fetch land and get a Triumph. Brainstorm in response to Oooo, sure. Kind of where they would allow the Oooo to resolve. I mean, that makes sense, but reading pool. So team or something. I get to put in a land. I have Spell Pierce up too. It's kind of fun. All right, so you go. Money pile. Ledger Shredder. Got red on my ledger. Deathrite Shaman. Pretty good. How do you brainstorm? So, brainstorm is an instant you almost always cast in your main phase. You want to brainstorm only when you have a fetch land available, so you can clear the cards off the top. And you don't want to brainstorm until you need to. If your hand's really good, don't brainstorm. So the best way to cast brainstorm is never to cast it. Basically, that's how good brainstorm players play in Legacy. So Shaman and Shredder. We're just gonna Omnath and cast Oko. So it's cool. We've got 3 in the bin for Oooo. This is gonna be 4. All right. Yes, obviously against Thoughtseize it's a little bit different, but against Thoughtseize you can play it on your against Thoughtseize decks, but you play it Hydra cards. But so 5 mana here. We can Oko and Once Upon a Time if we find a green source. I think getting basic Forest totally fine here. So add some mana. Get Forest. Yeah, we'll cast Once Upon a Time, and then probably just cast Oko. Well, yeah, they can say it's Shred, I guess. That's fine. Sure. Take Shaman. What's Oko doing here? If I make this an Elk, it's a 5/5. It doesn't really work for us. So,
I will invert the world to watch kings grovel and worms rule.
they're just playing all the good cards, you know? Deathrite can't eat Oooo. I could make this an Elk. And it still lives. I like that, actually. Let's do that. Let's make the Shaman an Elk. If they have a way to kill my Omnath, it kind of sucks, but it keeps Oooo safe for next turn, which I think is pretty important, so.
See the humor here.
Alright, they crack their fetch. Elk right Shaman. They can play their Oooo. We play our Uro, yada yada yada. We get to Elk the Uro though, so play Uro. If they draw, they can't draw on Holy Heat anymore, so our Omnath feels pretty safe. For some reason, Oko's a plus, so we're good to go here. We draw Binding also. Oh my god. Oh, we're doing it, folks. All right, so we're gonna start by Uroing. Wait, I want to fetch first. I use my Omnath mana for Uro. Just get planes. Do I want to? Maybe I want to Binding first too. See, Binding, then Uro, then Elk. Then Uro. We're gonna leave probably a land. Draw Shaman. One red floating. Just like buy Gigantha, play Shaman, leave up Spell Pierce. Elk this Uro. We just say go, I think, right? I don't think there's a reason to do anything else. I doubt Spell Pierce will matter here, but I think we're in pretty good shape. Just Elks for days, folks. They're all Elks, always have been. Alright, so Shredder. Discarding an Uro, pretty powerful. Alright, I mean, like, hit a Lightning Bolt, too. That's a pretty good sequence, honestly. They managed to get an Uro and a few cards and a big threat in play. And if we shred this... Maybe I trade my Deathrite for their Shredder, honestly. Uro attacks Oko. I think they're going to try and Bolt here, too. Cool. So he Spell Pierce the Bolt. We eat their Uro with my Shaman. I can't eat both Uros, unfortunately, but...
Get off my plane.
Also, note for all you Arena Zoomers, Spell Pierce is the stone cold nuts in formats like this, so... Teferi Time Raveler, also... Wow, wow, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I would like to... I think I want to Deathrite Shaman, eat their Uro, exchange my Shaman with their Shredder, Teferi bounce their Shaman, play another Shaman. I want to steal it first, though, and I can Shred, too. Strange creature of artifact creature you control and target creature opponent controls power 3 or less. Looks good to me. Oh, it's -5. I'm sorry. I just assumed Oko could do actual anything, so you're right. I apologize. We'll just bounce Shredder, then. That's fine. Play this. Bounce Shredder.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Bouncing your own Binding is not insane either, but very okay. I mean, let's just attack with Uro, I guess. This is kind of sloppy sequencing, I feel like, but oh wow, that's insane too. Alright, well, I guess Uro's busto, so we'll save swords for whatever they play, I guess. Just like a comical joke here. Eating an Uro's irrelevant because they have 2. I need to wait on that. Just like Elk this and say go.
Your new look is enchanting.
Yeah, I'll just say go, I guess. Like, in the sort of like, you know, mid-range power level arms race, the more colors you're playing, the better. Like, we have Binding, Teferi, and Omnath, and they just don't. But are actually very similar. They play their own Oko. Sure. Allow the shred to resolve. That's like annoying, I guess.
Walk with me. Sing.
Turn off my Uro. They're gonna make a food token? Wow. Really?
I think a little
Can play
marriage.
Shaman. Sure. Alright, so we're going to end step eat an Uro. We're gonna swords. This Uro's on 6. Fairy bounce Shredder again. Uro attack Oko. Trade if they want to. Yeah, making a food seems insane, but whatever. I want to bounce. Let's actually bounce to the Shaman. Bouncing the binding with the DRC on it's also kind of cool. Especially there's like so many options, and they're all really good. I can hold swords to break up a double block also. I'm sorry, folks. I just need a second. Just gonna hold. Alright, drop Brainstorm. Jesus. Alright, so plus here.
I have a plan.
So we could just like binding the Oko and just like not even. Let's just do that, I guess. So let's attack with just Uro. Them, they'll block with 2 of these. Let's kill their stuff and just binding this and stuff. Whatever, it's fine. Sure. So attack. They make their blocks. Sure. Could have seen an argument for brainstorming first or try to find a land, but these decks are hard to play. Like, it's a lot of moving parts and stuff. Right, so we get to keep our Uro here. Swords one of these. I guess I get the shred now, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. So do that. Wait to fairy. Should I leave a white up? It's not leaving a white up. Oh, I can't leave a white up. I have to use my shaman. Oh, that's awkward. I didn't. Oh, yeah, I can. This is blue. Blue. There we go. So play to fairy. They get a shred. Whatever. Alking Shredder's bad. It'll be a 4/4. So let's bounce this binding.
I'll protect you.
From Minkskin Boo? Oh my god. Alright, so... Alright. I want a binding and I want to eat their Uro. I could also just eat a land and they can't cast Uro yet. Alright. Sure. Let's just like elk this thing.
Let's broaden your existence.
Binding Oko.
May we
Eat
meet
Uro.
again. Or not.
Alright, so we say go. They draw like an unholy heat or something like that. They might be able to crawl back a little bit, but yeah, I don't think so. We're just pretty far ahead. So, alright, so sort of a good stuff mirror. They're just playing Temur. They obviously have more aggro than we do. They have the shamans and the channelers and the shredders and the ragavands, so a little more one drop focus. We can bring in our fragment realities. They didn't play many counters. Veil of Summer seems fine. I don't know. Spell Pierce is really good. I also want to add a third. Don't want to cut anything. Like it's so hard to cut a card from this deck. You know, all the cards are so good. I imagine they'll also be Spell Piercing, so Minkskin Boo seems a little unnecessary. A little hard to cast. And I kind of want to Spell Pierce. I'm going to cut it once upon a time. I don't want to cast it if I draw a second copy. Let's just play 2. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know if there's any room in this format for like really broken decks aside from just like the good cards. Like, is there room for like non-good card decks? I don't really know, honestly. Sounds great. I think Halfling's a big player here. When they put up the Onslaught fetch lands as a card style, I'm gonna snap by that. It's pretty hard to get me to buy a card style, but that's an easy one for me. Probably not turn 1 Oko, because I probably have FKS 5 on turn 1, but... Alright, Channeler's like the worst of the 3, so it's actually fine. So we'll just Breeding Pool. Yeah, we could like get Temple Garden and then get our Triome and kind of follow that plan. I should play the Pool, I think. Play Pool. Play Halflings, I guess. Probably gonna die. Should I say go? I mean, just gonna cast an uncounterable Oko, right? Like, pretty sure? Alright, uncounterable Oko. Resolves.
Every tale about me
Is there like a card that kills Oko here? Questing Druid? I guess. What's up, Simon? If you haven't followed the stream, hit that follow button. Watching YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. What's up? They hit Uro or Unholy Heat, or Unholy Heat. So they could actually do both in theory, but should have cast Druid and I guess cast the Heat. Alright. I mean, like, this is fine. They've been a Spell Pierce. We should like get to like Fragment Reality Leyline Binding here. No, we can't. Only how many white actually? So Uro. So we can actually go Uro, play a land, and then Fragment. Don't want to Fragment this thing though, because then it's just gonna freaking give us the busted 1-drop. So let's. I don't want to take too much damage here, you know. Alright, let's get Stomping Ground. Let's get Temple Garden, I guess. This is painful. I'll get Plains, I mean. It's Uro. Draw. Oh, we could have actually stolen the Druid. That's probably pretty... That might actually be worth it, honestly. Just steal the Druid. Just like kill everything, Oko dies, but then I start making a huge Druid also. That's kind of cool, but... Alright. Obviously, if I was going to do that, I should have done it before I cast Uro, but... If I make a 3-3, they can pretty easily make us a 4-4 and attack my Oko. But we still got to keep the Oko. It's actually a really interesting thought. Our hand is pretty juiced, right? We have an Uro and an Omnath waiting. So, like, maybe we just do that. It would be a 3-3 now because I screwed up, but, like, it still might be worth it. That's a tough call. That's a really tough call. Oh, as I'm making maybe 6 loyalty and a 3-3. I gotta do something. All right, let's do it. I'm feeling frisky. This might be wrong, but if it's wrong, I don't want to be right. So this should be a 4-4. I thought of a line too late, but next turn I just have, you know, Omnath fetch land. I might even be close to Uro too, so. Fancy plays only. Yeah, you got it. We have to fragment the 1-drop. I can't target a 2-drop, so. Came for the content play, right, crowd?
Make a little noise,
Right?
huh?
You got a bolt or no?
Come on, I can't hear you.
This is a 4-4. Obviously, is so much better. It's a much better play, but. They're looking at the graveyard. They're very far from Delirium. They have 2 instants to source 2 lands. We're ready to cast Uro, though. They're going to play their own Oko. This card is good against Oko because of the counters, obviously. Make a 3/3. Yeah, that's freaking great for us. Unless they have a Leyline Binding, that would suck. But I mean, I'm not binding. Mystical Dispute. It's still pretty good though. Let's cast it. All right, sick. All right, so draw a card. We're gonna play a fetch land. Make a bunch of mana, if given the option. Just so you got a Triome here and just cast Binding and then Gigantha. So make a bunch of mana, cast Binding, which grows Questing Druid. Yeah. Binding is pretty good. How do you like them apples? Huh? Iteration, yeah, whatever. I think we're good here, folks. I think we've hit our stride. 2 major threats in play. Uro looming, 5/5 looming. They got a lot of work to do. That's what I'm talking about.
Game.
Alright, so 2-0. Took about an hour and a half. But definitely that's the kind of gameplay you're looking at, honestly. It's just kind of very modern-esque, you know. Didn't see a lot of the broken cards like Necropotence, Natural Order, and stuff. Or try and build around those also for sure. Because that's really, really fun. But alright, here you go. Let's look at our untap site for our stats, as you always do. Hop on over here to untap.gg. 2-0. And Decklist optimal? Probably not. But we put a lot of good cards in there. So, unsure about the number Once Upon a Time. A little unsure about the number of Spell Pierces. I could almost buy just not even playing Brainstorm in this format because everyone's playing Bowmasters. But, yeah. So, pretty cool. Let's play more. YouTube folks, like, comment, subscribe.